What's up, guys? Hope y'all are having a great day. This is part 2 of the Konami Iron Horse restoration, and I'm just going to jump right in by building the base. It's been raining a bit, but we're having a dry hour or two here, so I aim to get some stuff done. I'll start by putting these leg leveler holders on in just the right spot. Alright, the air compressor is ready to go, so now I'm just going to put a little bead of wood glue in this slot here. Now I can put these pieces together. And now I'll just put a couple trim nails in here. Really hold it all together. That looks good. There we go. That should hold up very nicely. Now I'll just put these leg levelers in and we should be good to go. Maybe I should have done this first. Now I'll just continue this on all 4 sides. Alright, I've taken my operation to the garage patio And now I'm going to be putting all of these smaller pieces onto the cabinet side. It's a bit of a gross stay, so I'm under shelter here. So I'm just going to get started on this. I already have it measured and marked out. Just put a little bit of wood glue under there. There we go. Now I'll just repeat that. I had to cut another slot here because I need to put these little pieces in, but that wasn't a huge deal. You can see I messed up a little bit right here, but that'll be covered by the bezel and the plexiglass, so it won't be a huge deal. And this, I don't think I'll bother with nailing it in. Yeah, I might on this one. The other one had quite a bit of friction. I might as well put a couple tacks in this one, but it's not a huge deal. I need to be careful not to come through the other side. And we're all good. Yeah, that's nice and secure. This little piece here, I'm not going to bother gluing, or I'm not going to bother tacking in. It's just way too thin. I don't have any little staples for it. It'll be fine. All it really does is block light from coming in at the edges of the marquee. Yeah, glue should hold that on quite nicely. And this little piece here, I'm just going to eyeball it, and I have the original staples poking through, and I'm just going to try hammering it in. It worked quite nicely on the other side, so I'm going to try it again here. Alright, before I put it together, for these interior pieces, I want to mark where to nail it. So I just got the tiniest little drill bit I could find. I'm poking tiny holes all the way through. Won't be a big deal. I can just sand that and Bondo it at the end. I think it's a lot safer than measuring, as I don't want to risk it with the nail gun. I want it all to be perfect. So yeah, now I'll just mark between those dots, and that's where I can nail. Let's see how it looks on the other side. Yeah, barely even noticeable. After a little skim with Bondo, won't even be noticeable. Here's the triple speaker panel, and before I put it on the game, I'm just going to give it a good sanding, because it's all pretty rough. I'll paint it all when it's on the cabinet. Oh, come on. Give me a minute. So I'm just going to use a little bit of wood hardener. This stuff is expensive. I think this bottle right here was like, I don't know, 18 bucks. So I'm going to try and use it a bit sparingly. But what I'm doing is just putting some on this exposed area, just letting it soak in really well. Then afterwards I'll go over it with some glazing putty and get it nice and smooth. I don't know why, but lots of these Midway games get like this. Like, I've seen plenty of Pac-Mans like this, plenty of Miss Pacs, Galaga. I don't know why, but just in this area around the back, they'll get like that. My Galaxian had it, but it wasn't too bad. I'll just use all that I have here. No need to waste. That should do it. Now I'm just wiping up any excess that didn't soak in, like on the still painted areas. It's pretty wet out here, so I think I'll take it and bring this in front of a space heater and kind of accelerate the drying process, but that should be fine. So I did something stupid. On the base, I forgot to cut out a slot for the back door, so before I put it together, I'll have to get access to a table saw and do that with it all put together. So while I'm waiting for that, I'll just keep on working on other stuff. Okay, now this wood hardener has been drying for a couple hours, so I'm going to go ahead and get a good bit of this Bondo glazing putty, and I'm going to put it all over the damaged areas. Stuff is great for damage like this. Should only need one coat, so I should still be able to get this thing put together today. It's about 4:30 right now, so I still have plenty of daylight left. See, that stuff just spreads on here really nicely, and all that flaking is gone, so we shouldn't have to deal with that anymore. This wood hardener is good stuff. There we go. I'll just let that dry for a little while, and
Something's coming up, so popping for Luigi's in a bind. Giant turtles out to get him, creepy crabs are right behind. Fighter flies, jeepers yikes, they're all coming out the pipes.
Mario, where are you? It's Atari Mario Brothers with Mario from Donkey Kong, his brother Luigi, and lots of crazy creatures. And it's twice the fun when two play at once, because you need all the help you can get.
Mario, where are you?
Mario Brothers, new from Atari.
He's the funniest robot science ever made.
Hello, you're on the air with Uncle Clunk. Oh, I get it. You're doing your impression of a telephone ringing. What are you, some kind of nut? I'd say you were more some kind of fruit, actually. I'm beautiful, but you still have appeal.
The amazing Uncle Clunk, only at Showbiz.
Guess I'm too smart for the house.
So I'm going to go ahead and attach the coin area piece while I'm waiting to cut that slot. So test fits great, nothing wrong with it, and it can support itself. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. There we go. I have some longer nails for this. Yeah, that's perfect. Heck yeah, none sticking out where they shouldn't be. There we go. Let me try it with the top. But first, I'm going to take a razor blade and cut down this MDF a little bit, or particle board. It's just a bit messy and not going into the slot correctly. That should do it. That should be fine. I cut this side wrong a bit, so I'll have to fill in a little spot back here. Sorry about that, my GoPro keeps cutting out for some reason. But anyway, I'll have to fill in some of the wood right here. Don't know what's with that. But yeah, this should be fine. I'll go ahead and nail it in. Looks good. That's great. Yeah, once the glue dries, I think that'll be perfect. There it is. Oh man. That's more like it. Yeah, I like that. One more, and then I'll sand off the speaker grill, and I'll put that in. Let's see here. Okay. Whew. Looks good. I like it. I'll sand off that speaker grill, and I'll get it on here. The putty still needs a little bit more drying time with it being so damp out. So I have the base done, so now I can finish that. That looks good. Let's see here. Oop. Almost out of nails. nail gun's being weird. There it is. Yeah, that's great, though. Okay, there it is. So, let me get the glue. Let's see if I can replicate it. Okay. I'll put these brad nails in, and that'll be this side completed. Where are... oh, here they are. Here are the short ones that I'll be using. Oh, there you go. I have this thing ready to sand down. I probably should have sanded this down before I put it on the cabinet, but I grew impatient. Also, I sound a bit different because I just got my braces off like a week ago, and I've got a fancy new retainer that I've got to deal with all day for the next 3 months. So I'm getting used to it, but it still sound a bit weird. Charged up all the batteries overnight, so shouldn't give out on me. Orbital sander's still a bit weird. Got some Bondo here, and I think this cabinet's ready for it. So let me just mix this up. Actually, make sure to fold it, don't mix it, otherwise you'll get bubbles. I have this side sanded down and it looks really good. I'll have to do a second go at it, but I won't need to do much at all. This is coming out really nice. Here's where the big hole was that I put in the side. It's gone. It's nice and even. I already put 2 coats on that, so that'll be fine. I mean, there are a couple little spots, like right here. Just a couple little pinholes. I didn't get any of these ones. So those are on my part. I've got the T-molding slot on this side finished, and let's see how it turned out. I've got a scrap piece here from another game. Oh yeah, that looks great. Yeah, that'll work. Alright, I have the front and inner edges about as good as I'm gonna get them, so I'm going to go ahead and prime them. For these, I'm just using a rattle can, since I'll be rattle canning all this anyway. So, for the primer, I'll just go with this. It'll be fine. Alright, I have the cabinet really smooth and ready to paint here. I have pressure built up. So let's see how this does. Here it is, fully painted. We did 3 coats on this to keep the blotchiness from showing through, and it looks incredible. Not perfect by any means, but yeah, considering where we started, I definitely consider this an upgrade. So I'm going to let it sit overnight and then we'll bring it inside. I'll put T-molding on, and I think that'll be the end of this video. Here we go. Have it all painted. Brought it upstairs, which was surprisingly easy. This is not a heavy cabinet, so we ended up doing 3 coats on it. The finish isn't perfect. Like when you see it in certain lighting, you can see small flaws in it, but overall it looks really good. I am very happy with this. Massive thanks to my dad for helping me with that part. He does this stuff professionally. So now I'm going to get this T-molding and see how it looks. We may have a little issue right here. When I cut the T-molding slot, I did it a bit deep, and it goes into the trench that I cut right there. So I reinforced it with some more tacks. So hopefully that won't cause any issue when I put the T-molding in. All right, that looks really nice, and I haven't seen any issues popping up, so I'll go ahead and do the other side off camera. Then I'll put on the marquee and the coin door, and that'll be it. All right, it's coin door time. So again, I'll probably be repainting this, but I just want to see how it looks. Make it a bit more complete anyway. And there it is. I'm not gonna worry about tightening it right now, but yeah, that looks really good. Starting to look like a game. So here's the marquee. There it is. But yeah, look at that. I am very happy with how this thing is turning out. I mean, I think that fits really well. So I think that's a good note to end on. If you could, leave a like. It helps out a ton, and I'll see you next time.